Proverbs 29 and 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Harakah, Kodash. Double honors to all the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutes to all 144,000 elect out there. So, complete meltdown what's going on right now over there in Babylon. Complete meltdown. People are melting down. And the scripture I just read sums it all up, man. This is how people be feeling, talking about President Trump should be impeached. I'm going to hear a couple of videos and we're going to funnel everything through the scriptures because it's all prophecy coming to pass, man. I ain't going to play all of them. You see how many there? There's a whole list of them. People just getting melting down. So let's play this one without further ado.
Donald Trump is now arresting a federal judge who disagrees with his immigration policy. Not only is this illegal, but it's happening at the same time that Donald Trump is defying a 9-0 court order. The law.
Yeah, there was a judge that sympathized with one of the deportees. She simply sympathized. She didn't overturn any laws, but she spoke to him, and they caught her and he arrested her. You know, Donald Trump. Let it carry on.
It is at the same time that he's disappearing people without due process, a violation of the Constitution, a violation of the law. Make no mistake.
He's just coming back with his old ways, isn't it? You've been fired, man. You know, the federal workers that he be firing. In one of my recent videos, hundreds and hundreds.
Trump is breaking the law at the same time that he's breaking the law further by arresting federal judges. This is a complete and utter meltdown of the checks and balances to protect us from being
an... Right. So you heard it. This is people, this is a feeling right now, right? Scriptures come to mind. A whole load of scriptures be coming to mind. Play another video.
The first United States senator has called for Donald Trump's impeachment. Georgia Senator Jon Ossoff, a Democrat, appearing at a recent town hall in Cobb County, called for Trump's impeachment, saying he strongly agrees with it, saying that Trump has done a number of impeachable offences that have reached the threshold of past impeachments set by the House of Representatives. The threshold, remember, is a violation of high crimes or misdemeanors. Senator Jon Ossoff is just one of 100 to convict a president of impede. To convict in an impeachment trial, you need 67. So, folks, this is still unlikely, but this is the first, right?
You hear that? He's gone into over 100 misconducts. And all you need is 67. Let's hear that.
Set by the House of Representatives. The threshold, remember, is a violation of high crimes or misdemeanors. Senator Jon Ossoff is just one of 100 to convict a president of impede. To convict in an impeachment trial, you need 67. So, folks, this is still unlikely, but this is the first, right?
Oh.
Everything starts up.
Okay. Saying you need 67, so he hasn't reached that much yet of misdemeanors yet.
Threshold of past impeachments set by the House of Representatives. The threshold, remember, is a violation of high crimes or misdemeanors. Senator Jon Ossoff is just one of 100 to convict a president of impede. To convict in an impeachment trial, you need 67. So, folks, this is still unlikely, but this is the first, right? Everything starts somewhere. And to impeach a president, you need to go through the House of Representatives, which needs to vote, and then you need to go to the United States Senate, where there will be a trial. Right now, there are pending articles of impeachment, I believe introduced by Al Green. They have gone nowhere though, but this is the first centre calling for the impeachment. The first United...
You have it, man. Right, so I want to get into that word, just, you know, for those that may know, but for those that don't. Impeachment, word reminder anyway. Right, the meaning. Impeachment is a process by which a legislative body or other legal constitute tribunal initiates charge against a public official for misconduct, saying they need about 69. He's on his way up there though, right? Especially in the US, a charge of misconduct made against the holder of a public office, the action of calling into question the integrity or validity of someone or something. There you have it, the crimes of misconduct, right? That's it. Right, so what takes place before a competent tribunal as the US Senate with misconduct in office? Now, impeaching is the first step in removing an officer from office. That's the meaning. So I tapped in a couple of things there, right? You need 100 crimes to impeach the president. Well, let me see what it says when I just tap that in. It says the Constitution gives Congress the authority to impeach and remove the president, vice president, and all civil officers of the United States. Where, you know, the real impeachment going to come back. There's only going to be a real impeachment that's going to take place when Yahushua returns. That's going to be the grand finale. Right? Let's read on. Upon a determination that such officers have engaged in treason, bribery, or other high crimes and misdemeanors. Right. So who has been impeached in the past? Representatives adopted 2 articles of impeachment against Trump. Oh, there's only 2. So there's only 2 at the moment. You need around 60 plus, 60 or 69 on the video. On that date, the House of Representatives adopted 2 articles of impeachment against Trump: abuse of power and obstruction of Congress, arresting the deported sympathizer judge. She sympathized with the deportee to be, and she was arrested for that. She just sympathized. So here you have it, right there. Let me see how many have been impeached in the past. President in the past, there's a list here. The presidents impeached by the House were Andrew Johnson, 1868, William Jefferson, Bill Clinton in 1998. We might have heard about that, right? when a particular went under the table, something to do with that. That was misconduct. Sleazy as all, right? So that was Bill Clinton, 1998. That's the one here right now, in 2019. Was he removed though? How many US presidents have resigned? Nixon's second term ended early when he became the only US president to resign from office as a result of Watergate scandal. Right. How many presidents have been impeached in the US history? Of the 43 presidents, how many presidents have been impeached? How many have been removed from office? Only 2 presidents have been impeached. None have been formally removed. Right, so they don't, even though they impeached them, they still be in there. Mashing, cracking, nastying things up. Right, this is the world that we live in. This is the kingdom of, this is E's kingdom. Right? At least 21 of 44 presidents have been seriously hurt publicly by a controversial or scandal while in office. And even if they want them to stay in, people be barling and melting down on TikTok. They want them to stay. They're going to stay in anyway. So this is the scriptures, man. 2nd Ezra 15, straight to the point. 60 says, for there shall be seditions among men and invading one another. Right. This is the uproar building to, really going to build to the MOTB anyway, because they want problem, reaction, solution. Right, because people are just, they want people to act out a character. You know, you got people going all crazy, you know, senators as well, you know, calling for the impeachment of Donald Trump. Right, man. So among men and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, right? Calling for impeachment, right? And the cause of their actions shall stand in their power. That enough said, man. Self-explanatory. So this is what it is, man. Yeah. When the wicked man bear rule, the people there be sighing. let's get back to Proverbs 29, where we were. So all you need is a couple precepts. This is all self-explanatory for this one. Proverbs 29 and 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Right. The righteous considereth the cause of the poor, but the wicked regardeth not to know it. Right. Hence why Trump be deporting all these asylum seekers, because he don't business about the poor. Right. That's why they gave Elon Musk authority over the tribes, over the national parks, right? And basically, the earth has been given unto the hands of the wicked. You know, in one of my previous videos, Elon Musk has more power now, more authority, and he hasn't even had no electoral experience. He's put all the geeks, about 24 geeks in office to help him, AI geeks. So goes back to one of my previous videos, man. The lunatics have taken over the asylum. So that's it, man. Enough said. Let's get one more precept, then we go in the video. Proverbs 28 and 15 says, as a roaring lion and a raging bear, so is a wicked rule over poor people. Now let me read it in the NLT. A wicked ruler is as dangerous to the poor as a roaring lion or an attacking bear. That's got to be one of my favorites right there, up until this point anyway. Right, that's true. A wicked ruler is as dangerous to the poor as a roaring lion or an attacking bear. Gonna shred them up, gonna chew them up and spit them out. That's what the wicked ruler will do to the poor. No respect. So that's how it is, man. So I'm gonna get back to Proverbs 29 again and read it via the NLT. Proverbs 29 and 7 in the NLT says, the godly care about the rights of the poor, the wicked don't care at all. Hence you got all these meltdowns taking place on TikTok. Enough said, man. So that is what it is, man. You know, the Wada Yabashim Shai. This is the signs of the time. Prophecies coming into pass. People uproaring, right, on their voicing of how they really and truly feel. And it was a total different story before he was elected. But once again, it's all coming to everything. The prophecies coming to pass as it's supposed to. The righteous considereth the cause of the poor, but the wicked regardeth not to know it. The godly care about the rights of the poor, the wicked don't care at all. Boy, man. When the godly are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked are in power, the people groan. Till the next one, we're going to say shalom.